Break the board sports. It's your boy RJ Cash Cole. Click that like, hit subscribe. NBA on a Monday. Here we go again. If you like plays, entry level capper, become a YouTube member for entry level. One play a day, make money, two or more plays a day. All right, let's recap Sunday before we get into Monday here. The New York Knicks, and man, I called this 76ers series wrong. I bet the Sixers in 3 games in this and got destroyed, down 3 units there with the Philadelphia 76ers. Game 4, I almost win a double unit to make up for game 3, saying they wouldn't get swept. I think I may have mentioned that on the show, but only gave it out as a single unit. Thank God, or I would have lost 4 units. I can't believe I got sucked into that. And that just also goes to show my Boston Celtics are not very good. The New York Knicks 144 to 114. And my question now becomes, how good are the New York Knicks, right? Like, how good are they? I'm not really sure. They played an Atlanta Hawks team that had been red hot, was feisty, but the way the Knicks blew them out the last 2 games and then what they did to Philadelphia, I don't really know how good the Knicks are. I do know this: whether they play Detroit or Cleveland, they're going to be much more tested in those games than they were in this series against Philadelphia 76ers. So look forward to that again. I think if you any kind of futures parlay you can get out there, I do believe, I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, but I do believe right now you can put the Knicks in that parlay. I mean, Knicks Thunder here to see each other in the finals is minus $1.15. I just want to go back on that. Yeah, or plus $1.15. Yeah. So maybe that's worth a stab. I still am a big believer in the San Antonio Spurs. We'll get into that in just a second. But right now, the Knicks to win the Eastern Conference minus $1.65. I think if you're looking at those bets and you take if you take the Knicks, the Thunder to meet in the finals, but not do the matchup, do like Knicks to win the East, Thunder to win the West, the Colorado Avalanche to win the Western Conference in the Stanley Cup. That is plus 270 there to take that little 3-team parlay. I think that's worth some change for sure. And then you have the San Antonio Spurs and the Minnesota Timberwolves. That series is now evened up 2-2. And not that I didn't expect it to be 2-2, because, again, T-Wolves have a really good pedigree. Anthony Edwards is just a beast. Even without DiVincenzo, like, the T-Wolves have been in the playoffs. The Spurs, they're kind of new to this whole thing, though I think they're the best team in the West. Let me rephrase that. Oklahoma City's clearly the best team, but the Spurs are the biggest matchup problem for the Thunder. In a 7-game series, I mean, the Spurs have handled them all year long, right? So the Thunder just don't match up well against the Spurs. Basketball is a game of matchups. And so when I look at this, the Spurs, their problem is this series is looking more and more like it's going 7. Now, listen, I get fouls and all that, but Victor Wembanyama, you can't do that. Minnesota Timberwolves, they take out the Spurs in game 4, 114 to 109, but Wemby gets thrown out in the midway of the second quarter. And that's going to be very interesting as to what happens to him for game 5. I mean, I could see him getting suspended for game 5. And if he does, that changes the magnitude, kind of like what happened to Draymond in the finals against the Cavaliers. I'm still one of those people that says if Draymond doesn't get suspended, LeBron and Cleveland never come back and win that series. So this is very, very touchy. And now as you shift to game 5, the line right now is Spurs minus 9.5. And this is what I would say. Before any news gets out, you got to hop on Minnesota plus 9.5. I feel like this thing is going 7. I had said 6 before, but the longer this goes, I still think the Spurs find a way to win this thing. But again, the longer it goes, the more it benefits the T-Wolves. Now, let's get into Tuesday's matchups. And we got the Detroit Pistons at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, we gave out the Cavaliers on Saturday there on the money line. They were able to get home. James Harden sealing it with a 3. Now they're laying 3.5 again to the Pistons. 213.5 is the total. Overwhelming support for the over. 82% of the bets, 86% of the handle going over the 213.5. 18% ticket count, 14% of the handle to the under. Now, when you look at the sides, 55% of the bets is equaling 65% of the handle on the Pistons plus the 3.5. 45% ticket count equaling 35% of the handle on the Cavaliers laying the 3.5. So public still in favor of the Detroit Pistons here. Now, when you replay the series, Pistons 111-101, 107-97. So 10-point wins there. And then the Cavs won by 7, 116-109. Pistons have still beaten the Cavs 4 of the last 6 matchups here. When you dive in to the handicap a little bit, Pistons 4-1 ATS over their last 5. They've won 5 of their last 6 straight up. But remember this, the Cleveland Cavaliers have beaten the Pistons 15 of the last 20 head-to-head matchups. And when they play in Cleveland, Cleveland is now 11-1 straight up. The Pistons just do not play well there. Pistons, even though they win, they haven't covered a whole lot. 1-4 ATS. Cavaliers have won 9 straight at home. And again, I want to preface this again. They are 11-1 against the Detroit Pistons when at home. Listen, when I look at this, I think it's clear here. You can get the Cavaliers minus $1.65. If the Cavaliers lose this game and go down 3-1, the series is over. It's just over. As to where Detroit had the defense to get them back into the series against the Orlando Magic, and the Orlando Magic weren't that great. This would not be the case for the Cavaliers. I'm going to play the Cavaliers today. I'm giving it out as a play to all my players. Cleveland minus $1.65 on the money line is the way I'm going. Now, if you want to hedge off a little bit of juice, minus $1.12, Cavaliers Thunder. I think they both get home here, as I can't see how the Thunder don't sweep the Lakers here today. But again, I would look at Cavaliers Thunder, and also that Spurs T-Wolves. If you go over to FanDuel, it's plus 10.5 minus $1.15. Again, I would grab that with Minnesota. There's a chance Wemby could be suspended here for Game 5. So again, just something you want to look at, kind of forward thinking. Now, moving to the Thunder and Lakers, I told you I think the Thunder close them out here, but laying 10.5 is a huge proposition. 73% of the bets, 89% of the handle is on the Oklahoma City Thunder. 27% of bets, 11% of the handle is on the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, when you look at the 214.5, 89% of the bets is equaling 85% of the handle going over that 214.5, 11% ticket count, 15% of the handle going to the under here of that total of 214.5. Now, last game, 131-108, the Thunder rolled. The Thunder have now beaten the Lakers 8 in a row in 9 of the last 10. 131-108, 125-107, 108-90, 123-87, 139-96. I mean, this hasn't even been close. Again, that's why I say Thunder and Cavs in a 2-team parlay minus $1.12. And I will say this, if I had to bet the game straight, it'd be Thunder or nothing here. Absolutely. Now, one thing that we made a living off of, we've hit it 2 of the 3 games here, is that Lakers, we've been able to hit the Lakers, we hit in Game 1, lost in Game 2, the Lakers team total under. And then we also gave out the Thunder team total over the past 2 games. So now when you look at that and how it shapes up here for Monday on those team totals, again, just want to look at those. I also think, again, you just keep hammering home LeBron 15+ points on the all total to put in any kind of your parlays there. You can actually go alt over 17.5 minus 320. He's going to have 18, as this could be his last game. I don't think it will be, but it definitely could be the last time we see LeBron James here on the floor. Now, let's get into, we talked about team totals. Thunder over under 112.5. Again, I think you have to go over here. The Lakers over 101.5. It's juiced minus 115 to the under. I actually like Thunder over and Lakers under here in this one. I don't like it as much as I like the Lakers total under in Game 1, but I think Lakers go under the 101.5. I think the Thunder go over the 112.5, and I lean Thunder laying 10.5. But I do like Cavaliers and Thunder 2-team money line parlay here, minus $1.12. And I think you have to look in game. If the Cavaliers are able to get some type of lead and you can get the Pistons +8, +9 in game, I think you need to fire on that. I think as the game gets down the stretch, the game will get closer. RJ Cash Cole, Break the Board Sports, giving you stats, trends, information to help you with your handicap, whether you fade or follow. I hope you guys win your bets. God bless and happy handicapping.